The African Great Lakes are a highly varied collection of lakes in eastern Africa. Today I will discuss some of their interesting properties, as well as draw some comparisons to the Great Lakes that many of you are probably more familiar with. Welcome to TwoLambdaPlusBlack. I am Herua. The African Great Lakes comprises of Lake Turkana, Lake Kyoga, Mwitanzige, also known as Lake Albert, Rutanzige, also known as Lake Edward, Lake Kivu, Lake Tanganyika, Lake Rukwa, Lake Malawi, also known as Lake Nyasa, Lake Mweru, and Namlowe, also known as Lake Victoria. Two notes on this list. First, you may have, say, heard of Lake Victoria, but not of Namlowe, and wondered why I included other names for some of these lakes. This is because I believe that geographical landmarks should be referred to by native names and not names that are the clear result of colonization, or at least that the native names deserve mention as well. For the rest of this video, I will refer to Victoria, Edward, and Albert as Namlowe, Rutanzige, and Mwitanzige respectively. In the case of Lake Malawi or Nyasa though, Malawi is the name people in the country of Malawi use to refer to the lake, whereas Nyasa is the name used by Tanzania and Mozambique. As most of the lake is in Malawi, I will use the Malawian name. Second, some people exclude some or all of Lakes Kyoga, Rukwa, and Mweru from the set of African Great Lakes because they consider them, well, insufficiently great. So what you would see listed as the set of African Great Lakes could vary. I, though, choose to recognize the whole set. The Great Rift Valley is the reason for most of these lakes. Geologically, eastern Africa is separating from the rest of Africa, and this left many depressions that made great opportunities for lake water to collect. Namlowe, though, is actually not a lake formed along a rift, but rather a lake that formed in a basin caused by upward moving crust around rift valleys. Geographically, Turkana is mostly in Kenya, with a small amount in Ethiopia. Kyoga is in Uganda, Mwitanzige and Rutanzige are on the border between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, often abbreviated DRC. Kivu is on the border between Rwanda and the DRC. Tanganyika has parts in Burundi, the DRC, Tanzania, and Zambia. Rukwa is in Tanzania. Malawi is mostly in the country of Malawi, with small portions in Tanzania and Mozambique. Mweru is on the border between the DRC and Zambia, and Namlowe is mostly in Uganda and Tanzania, with a small portion in Kenya. In comparison to the Great Lakes, Namlowe is smaller than Lake Superior, and Tanganyika and Malawi are smaller than 3 of the Great Lakes by surface area. But if you've watched my video regarding what the largest lake in the world is, you've seen that I argued that lake size should be measured via volume rather than surface area. And by volume, the largest African Great Lake is not Namlowe, but rather Tanganyika, which in fact is the second largest and second deepest lake in the world. Malawi would be second largest among the African Great Lakes, smaller in volume than only Lake Superior among the North American Great Lakes, though it would also be smaller than the combined Michigan-Huron. By depth, Tanganyika, Malawi, and Kivu are all deeper than Superior. Namlowe, despite being the largest lake by surface area, is actually remarkably shallow, attributable to its different geological origin mentioned prior. The Great Lakes in North America all drain into the St. Lawrence River, so one might expect that a group of close lakes like the African Great Lakes is also as such. But fascinatingly enough, there are actually several different drainage basins represented among these lakes. Namlowe, Kyoga, Rutanzige, and Mwitanzige drain into the Nile River, flowing north to the Mediterranean Sea. Kivu, Mweru, and Tanganyika drain into the Congo River, flowing west into the Atlantic Ocean. Malawi drains into the Zambezi River, flowing east into the Indian Ocean, and Turkana and Rukwa are endorheic basins. That is, they have no outflow and are the final destination of river water before evaporation. It's particularly notable that even though Africa's east coast is the closest coast to these lakes, only one of these lakes drain towards the east coast. Finally, I want to mention a curious but deadly property of Lake Kivu. It is one of only 3 lakes in the world that are limnically active lakes, sometimes referred to as exploding lakes. What this means is that the lake occasionally undergoes a limnic eruption, which is an extremely rare natural disaster in which dissolved gases within the lake suddenly erupt into the air and can suffocate life around the lake. Because of this, plans are in the works to consider how to degas the lake in the interest of the safety of the many humans that live around the lake. Currently, gas in the lake is extracted as a natural resource, which contributes a small amount to the degassing of Lake Kivu. Thanks for watching this video, and particular thanks to my patrons that helped make this video possible. If you wish to join them in supporting this channel, please head over to patreon.com/heirua and pitch me a few bucks. In any case, see you next time, and remember to love the night.